Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, what's up with it? Who's in the building? Oh, I got one like already. Yeah, 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 yeah. Happy Sunday. Sunday to all of y'all out there on your grizzime, making a change in your own world that will reflect outwardly to create a change within the universe. Hey. Anyway, guys, I'm coming on here because I got a couple of opinions or my thoughts on things. And the first one I'm going to start out with is let's see. Oh, girl, be quiet. So, first thing I want to start off with is Mandela effect. So I was watching someone, they created a video concerning Mandela effect. I watched several videos of it, and I kind of exited out due to the fact that Mandela effect. Um, Once I watched her video concerning the matter, it kind of I kind of got like a little download about what Mandela effect is, and from my download within my computer, Mandela effect is actually an illusion, meaning that the illusion. Okay, so for example, the big thing in 2012 or recently was the Mayan calendar, right? And they said Maya means illusion. So I said, Someone was like, yeah, it's an illusion. The Mayans warned people concerning the matter, right? So I said, I wonder where they really wanting to let people know that they're gonna have to be more aware during certain times due to uh, the alignment of the planets and due to people actually knowing how to use the energy within the universe in order to create a certain energy flow. So I get that Mandela effect is like people say, "Oh, I remember this word used to be that word," or "I remember this used to be that." So to me, that's like literally considered an illusion. Um, there's things being pulled over our eyes or that has been pulled over the universe that are causing certain things to look as if they were those words, but it never was. In our mind, a lot of us, the reason why it seems as if we're not switched over is due to our energy is not on that level. The reason why you're being pulled that way is because there's something that wants our energy to switch over to that type of energy, which is illusion. A lot of people are falling for it due to not being strong in their own energy. We all know everything here is energy. So when your mind starts drifting outside of your world into other worlds, then it causes disruption in your world. Look, and I'm not saying not to be concerned or not to research these things or search these things, but a lot of this stuff is to take you away from what you should be doing. How much more things do we need to keep us from moving forward into the places and creating better things within our world? A lot of people are saying we're struggling, we're at the bottom of the totem pole, we've been being lied to, and all of this and that. But one, the Mandela effect been happening for years, guys, like years. And me, what I mean by years is that a lot of people don't even remember where the fuck the Caucasian even came from, right? Some people don't even fucking remember if they truly were fucking slaves. Some people don't remember traveling the water to get to the state, to what they consider the Americas. Some people don't even fucking remember what their true ethnicity is. So the Mandela effect has always been happening. It's just that every time somebody come up with a title or they feel that they have a new idea, they put it out as if it's new, and it's not new. Nothing new going on. I mean, nothing now is new. Everything that we're going through has been going on. For example, homosexuality. Let's talk about that. Everybody try to sweep that under the rug as if it's new. That shit been going on. Go ahead and ask some of your elders in there. That it's been going on. So why do every time something come on in the media, we blow it up as if it's new? Okay, let's talk about R. Kelly. That shit ain't new. And a lot of people, this shit is not new, guys. We have to stop giving our energy to shit that does not matter. Things that's been going on for years. For years. When it comes to making a change, there's always going to be disruption because one, a lot of us is not used to change. We're used to the same old, the same words in the same book, the same people giving off the same energy about what really happened back then and all. It's the same. There's nothing we can do about the past. Our present is now. Our future is now. Our past, all of it is in one. The problem is that we can't keep using it. If we say we're gonna move forward, right? We can't keep using it as a crutch. We know this stuff has happened. Move forward. Just change the laws. Fuck trying to research and point out, oh, this how we got here. Just change the shit. As a matter of fact, fuck it. Start making moves. That's what we should be doing. Make moves. We already know. We see it. We see it. We see that we so-called suffering. Okay, we see that. Just start making moves. This is what real bosses do. This is what chiefs and all of them do. You just start making moves. That's why I say all this pointing finger and shit. That shit. When did we start doing that? When we started pointing fingers? Why? My other problem is that why do we suppress our powers? Why do we suppress that energy that's within us that does desire to fight? And I'm not talking about no physical shit. Physically, yes, we need to rebuild. We need to figure out how to spend our money a little bit better. We need to figure out what it really means to commence business because y'all need to take this color shit out of the game because we've been dealing with these folks. We've been getting shit from other countries. This is how we all collab. That's why I say, who the fuck let the enemy in the land, period? Period. Because these motherfuckers just can't come take no shit, man. When you read, oh, I turned my damn laptop off. I was going to do some reading with y'all to show y'all how these motherfuckers never lied. Yeah, I know Wikipedia ain't no good source, but hell, it's enough for me because I take the time to read in between the lines. I don't read the fucking words on the page because anybody can create a book and anybody can put a picture, a name, whatever to it and say it's so. Just like, we live in a time and age, you can record some shit, fuck with the audio and plant it on somebody. Doesn't mean it's true. It's no facts in it. We need to start standing up a little bit stronger than what we are doing within ourselves. We can't, first of all, people want to go help a whole motherfucking world. They want to help the whole fucking world. One, their own house is fucked up. Two, they fucked up their motherfucking self. Three, so what kind of shit you gonna do for the next person? First, you need to figure yourself out. What can you really contribute to the community? What can you contribute to yourself? A lot of people don't want to deal with self. Everybody want to create some damn solution for the whole entire damn world, but what do you do for yourself? Half of y'all can't even get off the fucking couch to go at least get a job. Doesn't mean that you got to work the damn job all your damn life, but it's a start to start your own. When the other thing people miss is that a lot of these laws was created for us to get ahead, but the problem is we changed along the way. We changed. It's not their fucking fault, man. Stop fucking pointing fingers. It's not their fault. Our people had just as much help into creating these laws just like everybody else did. Damn. That's just like, for example, I start chilling with somebody. I ain't into I'm just say gang because that's a big thing right now. They into gang and I ain't with that shit, but I'm cool with them because I like the levels that we get on. Talking besides, they know how to get on a level beyond ganging. They be on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So we cool like that. Doesn't mean I gotta join them, but because I feel like, oh, they more cool, they got a better rep, and they got all this money. I don't got that. I want to join because I want to know what it means to feel popular, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with our folk. I say that one passage in the Bible where it talks about we're the buildings here, the people, how they commence business here, all of that, right? They had their own system. Then when these motherfuckers came, wherever they came, whoever, I don't fucking know, but when they came, they presented their own shit to the table. You know what I'm saying? And people felt the way they presented it was better than what they was already fucking living. So in order for people not to get thrown at the table, yeah, they may, hey, well, if you're gonna be over here, you gotta follow these guidelines. We'll cooperate, whatever y'all need. Also, blase, motherfuckers fell asleep. Motherfuckers didn't keep up with the program. Motherfuckers just gave these people the goddamn land. It's the same thing going on now. That's why I'm like, nothing new is under the sun. Everything happening now is the same thing that happened then. Nothing has changed. We have changed. We changed, guys. My little curly keys. We changed. Like we need to create our own program of how we run things. We need to run more like bosses. We need to be more bosses, more leaders. It's okay if you want to be a follower, but be the best follower ever. Follower where you're getting you're gaining your knowledge, and you bettering self with it. Don't be that follower where you following to you and you just keep following. You're not creating anything. Because we need more creators. We need more bosses. We don't have to publicize everything on here. What happened when we made solid moves? And everybody think it's always evolve around violence. We wasn't a really violent people. And I'm not saying we was not warring because obviously we was doing it because we do it now. So ain't nothing new. The problem is that this motherfucker came up with a book, and then they supposedly forced us into reading. And once we started reading, we lost our fucking way because now we're being introduced to a new energy, which is reading. It's been documented that we did oral stories. We passed it down orally. So reading kind of pushed our energy into a different perspective of life. That's why it's sometimes hard for our children to read, to grasp certain things, because the words within us, our blood, our DNA recognizes certain things. That's why I said we are our ancestors. We are who we are looking for. We are the ancient people. It's in your just like the Caucasian. They ancient too. These people just I don't know how to like say these things. These people are just as old as us, guys. Like literally. They have their own shit. You know, well, okay, I'm gonna just share this with y'all, and next time I'm gonna make sure I open my laptop so I can show y'all where I found this stuff. So on Wikipedia, I said, let me figure out who the fuck a Christopher Columbus is, since this dude all in the damn media and all in the damn textbooks. Let me see who he really is. Of course, I may not never know his real name, but the name that was given, I just use it to, further me some information. So supposedly, he was supported by Queen, Queen Isabel and King Ferdinand. They were cousins, some shit, whatever. He was fronted to go run a mission. But in between that, kind of caught on some stuff. He been coming over here way before that. He was already coming over here. It was keep that information. Oh, okay. Um, so when he was fronted to make the voyage over here or whatever, he met the folks, whatever. All right, whatever. So I said, oh, in research, it said he's from Genoa, Italy. I think that's how you pronounce it or whatever. And when you read about that country or city, whatever, country, territory, whatever, they were in war over there with, I think, the Portuguese or the Spaniards. They was in war with somebody, and the problem was is that they were being taxed on the food over there. So, um, Christopher Columbus was making, he was making guap off of the traveling shit, and he was bringing back whatever he was finding in the Americas. So, because there was taxation, what he did, he was paying the taxes over there so they could have food. So to me, because they wasn't making money and because they were warring and nobody else in that fucking country had money like that, he threw us under the fucking bus. He threw who he met in the Americas under the bus to help save his fucking people. So that's why I say that motherfuckers are they say on one side, but there's really there's really more sides to the story. So I said Christopher Columbus. So that motherfucker sold us. He was friends with us for a long fucking time. Or I'm not gonna say us. He was friends with the ancient ones, the ones that he discovered here. But it's still us. He was friends with them for a long time. There were mad people coming over here way before Christopher Columbus. He not the only one came over here. So when it comes to this information, we've been collabing with these people for years, way before Christopher Columbus. So that's why I say, who the fuck let those so-called enemies in our land? Two, motherfucker was giving us up. They was giving us up too. The ones that have our skin complexion, they was giving us up too. And you can still see it to this day. A person rather get the bag, throw they people under the bus before they give their bag up and throw themselves under the bus. They won't give up where they're getting fed at, but they'll make sure that they help to make sure the ones that look like them can't eat. Y'all say our people help create these laws, so why do we not why don't we get on ourselves? Why we don't know how to take everybody else out the picture and just be honest? We used to be warriors. What happened to that side? It's not always about violence, but it's the point that standing up. Everybody think it's about, oh, well, maybe if I fight violently, they'll leave us alone. Y'all know these people ain't gonna do that. We have to beat them some other way. This chess, not checkers. You have to make strategic moves. Just like some people say, oh, they 10 steps ahead of us. They never been ahead of us. The problem is that we changed along the way. We started saying, oh, well, I like how they build the buildings. It's better to build it their way. We didn't stick with our own shit. We didn't do that. Oh, I like how they make the water. I want to make the water that way. We didn't stick to what we knew. A lot of us is getting back there because it's innately in us to be who we are, whether that's being better seamstress, sewing, perfecting the food, planting the food. But it's on deeper levels because one, y'all say the foods change, correct? So take the seeds that you do get out of certain fruits and vegetables, examine them, figure out how to examine. You know, they got all these testing labs around here. Shit, these scientists wouldn't mind. Then they can sit there and help explain the molecular structures of these things. You know, when it comes to chemistry, which I would really encourage those that are really interested in science, in science and things like that, because all of us is not, but only those that are really interested, because we need these type of people. We need people that's more concerned in certain areas to do their due diligence. If you're interested in law, you need to be a little bit stronger in that area to help everybody out. This ain't no, oh, everybody need to learn law. Everybody can't, man. Everybody has a job to do. If your job is to learn law, you should be learning it to help everybody out. But make sure it works, because you don't want to have everybody doing it, or you don't want it to be where you start getting it rolling and it don't work, because guess what, now you're selling everybody that's joined or has participated down the river because you didn't make sure it worked. We need more people that can figure out how to cook our food a little better. We need people that can build cars, or if people don't want to build cars, which I'm pretty sure we're still gonna need anyway, because the generation's gonna keep changing, the universe is gonna change. We have to make sure we're changing with the times. Figure out how to make a car that can just literally run off the sun, period. Fuck a battery cell, whatever. Figure out how we can make better clothes for ourselves, hairdos, whatever it takes. Everybody can't do the same job, and it's obvious, because if we all could do the same job, then we would be in one building doing the same damn positions, all 100 million of us. And after a while, that shit gonna get boring to somebody, because it's not something they're interested in. Excuse me, but we need to do a little bit better, like with chemistry, right? In order to make the best chemical, it has to have a balanced molecular structure. It has to be balanced. One unbalanced thing on the molecular structure, it creates a whole nother chemical. For example, if you're trying to create ammonia, or you want to create a cleaning solution, right? And it says make sure it's three parts ammonia and one parts of bleach. And next thing you know, it's eating a hole in the counter, and that's not what you're looking for. But then you go back and you say, oh man, I put 2 parts to 3 parts. And that's what causes too much bleach. You know, bleach is a strong acid. It's not like really strong, but it's a strong acid. So this is this is how everything should be in everyone's life. Balance, balance, balance. I don't know how else to. Everybody needs balance in their life, like really. And that's why I say you know, okay, it's okay to march, but that stuff ain't getting us nowhere, guys. If it was those that was doing it years ago, it would have made a change. You know what I'm saying? We're stronger than that. That's why it don't work. We're way stronger than that. We is the beauty of us is strong. It's really strong, guys. Like, I don't know how to really explain it, how strong we are. Well, I guess I could say this. We so strong that we take stuff, we decipher it, we see it for what it is, and then we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We could take a pair of shoes that's ugly as I don't know what and make it look fly, and then everybody in the universe is, rocking them. We are some very beautiful, strong people, regardless of your skin complexion, how you look, because somebody's always going to be attracted to whoever they are. We are very, very, very strong. And we need to start recognizing that within ourselves. When we see it within ourselves, then those that stand around us will feel that same energy. When we keep pushing, oh, we was in slavery, we was in this, we was in that, the Caucasian is, half of y'all don't even know what the fuck a Caucasian is any damn way. Y'all think it's this fucking corporate white man, whatever the fuck he is. Y'all think that's the Caucasian. That's not the goddamn Caucasian. He's either an Anglo-Saxon or he's British. A Caucasian is a true blonde head, blue eye person. That's the true Caucasian. A lot of them sit down in Mexico, a lot of them down there. A lot of them. The main ones we see are mainly British, Anglo-Saxon. I think Portuguese. I think Portuguese have that dark brown hair, brown eyes. But the true Spaniards are blonde hair, blue eyed people, guys. Look, y'all say y'all be searching for y'all's knowledge. Look it up. I found that shit on Wikipedia. I learned because I need to know who my enemies are or what they consider my enemies. It's not just one fucking group. You got hell of them motherfuckers. You got, like I said, British, you had the Portuguese, you have the Spaniards, you have the Anglo-Saxons, and British. They not all the same people. They may be from the same demographic area, but they're not the same people. So when we talk about these 13 families and things like that, you really need to know who the fuck is who because they're not all the same people. They might have the same agenda, but they're not the same people. Also, I said we would never know. I'm not going to say we would never know, but I wouldn't be surprised if anyone with our skin complexion is in those 13 families. I would not be surprised. Because, like I said, how the fuck do a people just come take a land? To me, they had to have some sort of permission to do it. They had some sort of knowledge. Y'all say that that we ain't right and all these things. So how the fuck did they get over here? According to some of their stuff, as soon as we seen them, we was like had food in hand and helping them off the ship and all kind of shit, helping them learn the language, all kind of stuff. What you think they was doing at these damn trading posts? Oh, you think they was just trading food and resources? Hell no, them motherfuckers was trading secrets. Them motherfucker was trading how to mapping out shit. They weren't just trading resources. Like one sister said, shit, them motherfuckers said we had the best drugs over here, best cocaine. So these people didn't just come snatch up no fucking land from no people that they said they was having trouble snatching the shit from. So stop pushing that on yourself. Stop claiming that, oh, we was slavery and all this. Man, fuck that bullshit. Fuck it. We need to do better, man. We're some we're strong. Extremely strong. The brothers need to step it up a little bit for us, sister. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to be dominant. And it's okay to know your masculinity. But when you're a woman and your children is suffering, it's something wrong with that because you have a rightful position. Just like the woman has a rightful position. Your children have a rightful position. But if you don't know what it is, then yes, our community is going to be the way it is. So you can't get mad if a woman say, I don't need you, you're broke, you ain't doing shit, you ain't about shit, none of that, because it's true. How the fuck can two people build? Then you do get women that will take broke ass nigga. I'm a broke man off the street, help him, and then when he get up there, he think he all too good now, and he dismisses her and go find somebody else. All that sickness stuff. We're very strong, guys. Deep down in our core, we feel these things, and we still don't do anything about it. We don't step up. We don't do it, and then you don't change yourself. You keep promoting the same BS that's already going on. All I want to say is strengthen self. Strengthen yourself. What can you bring to the table? There ain't no more finger pointing no more. What can self do? Can you help better the laws? Can you help better the water? Can you figure out how to create some different food? Can you figure out how we can trade better? Can you figure out how to make our help us with business better? Can you figure out how we can help our children a little bit better? Can you figure out how to change the curriculum to the point where we don't even have to put our children through education, that we actually got them out here figuring out what this land is about? Because that's what education did to us. Took us right off the land, if that's where we was at, caused us to build a different infrastructure on top of what we knew. And I'm gonna go back to the Garden of Eden, because in the Garden of Eden, you had every motherfucking thing. You didn't need them. You was not starving. You had everything you needed. You didn't do things in overabundance. You didn't have to kill millions and millions of animals to eat, or millions of plants to eat. You knew how to get back to the land, and you showed thanks for that. That same principle that you call God, Allah, whatever you may call it, it's the same principle now. It's an energy source. It's an energy. And when you put it out there that you're thankful for things, it gives you back in abundance. That's all it is. Every day you should be just walking around. Thank you, thank you. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the food that I have. I'm grateful for the housing I have. I'm grateful to even be alive to experience what I'm experiencing. I'm thankful for my children. I'm grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for the friends that I do know. I'm grateful for everything around me, because it changes the energy flow. It's an energy thing. Y'all, we say that words is everything. So we're supposed to be putting it out there, showing that we're grateful so we can get the things that we used to have in abundance. We didn't have to beg. We didn't have to do none of that. Some of these groups want to beg the government. The government don't gotta do a fucking thing for any of us. It's not their goddamn job. It's our job. We should be making the change, not them. You shouldn't be asking them for shit. Yes, you have, and you still don't have to do this either. But because you're in the world, of course, you need a 9 to 5. But if you get that 9 to 5, figure out how to fucking create your own damn job. You use that source to build the next source, to gain different resources. Stop trying to get money to help the whole community. Can't do that yet. First, figure out self. Figure out what you can contribute. Figure out what you can bring to the table to benefit the community. And I've mentioned this before. Hell, George Washington Carver and them, half of the people didn't know that he existed until he was exploited for his gifts. A lot of these people in the basement creating shit, and then next thing you know, is out in the public and everybody benefit. That's how we all should be, in the basement trying to figure it out, and stop trying to point a goddamn finger at somebody because you think they should be making certain moves when you can make the same damn move, since it bothers you that goddamn much. We gotta get out of this little kitty petty ass thinking, man. We fucking too big for that. We've been there and done that. We've been here so many fucking times. We still is struggling to get it right because we keep saying, "Oh, what about our we are them. We are the ancients. We are the ancestors. There's nothing else that you gonna get out of the bullshit. The pyramids and shit ain't here for no fucking reason. Hell, they know how to even use the shit. Got people to build on top of the damn ley line or the lines that join to each other and connect to create the power grid and created the sources and energy here. Hell, they know how to even use. They built shit on top of it. Your goddamn colleges is on top of it. Your fucking banks and the White House, or all that shit on in alignment with these damn pyramids. They know how to use this shit. How the fuck we don't know how to use the damn shit? That's that's another problem here. That energy from those pyramids and stuff, it disrupted us. It disrupted our connection to the source here, the energy here. Where we don't have any connection, where we don't know what to do with the damn land. But like I've expressed before, it all starts inwardly. There's nothing outwardly that's going to help you to know what to do inwardly in order to help make a change. The way we see and view ourselves inwardly, it is expressed outwardly. Like honestly, a lot of y'all don't give two fucks about yourself. So a lot of the things in the world don't either. But also remember, a lot of this stuff is a balance for us also. It helps those that want to be stronger to become strong. Because those that are weak, they can be strong, but it's on them to build themselves up to those levels. So there's no comparison, there's no competing here. Because what's meant for each individual to have, you will be able to get that no matter what. So that's why it's not about saving everybody. It's literally about saving self. When you learn that, things will get better. Things will start changing because you'll see that your world is changing right along with the universe. Like I say, the universe to me is a machine. Everybody has a position in the machine. That saying where they say we're all pawns in the game, it to me is a true statement, because when one person makes a valid move, then that causes the next person to have to make a valid move. Or if someone makes an invalid move, then there might be someone else that makes a valid move to correct that invalid move. But if people don't notice that, they don't see that, and they're too busy trying to play the whole entire board, then it causes a disruption. Everybody has a move to make here, but everybody needs to know who they are. When you go back to the X-Men, not everybody had their own shit to play. They didn't go to Magneto and say, "Oh, you don't do that. You don't use your power like that. You use your power like this." Didn't nobody do that in the X-Men? So why do we do that to each other? Oh, you should be over there. You this and that. Why you ain't over there checking them? Why you ain't over there? Why you won't check them? Like I said, who let the goddamn so-called enemy in the land? If they're an enemy, because like I said, we've been conducting business with these people for a long time, way before a lot of us was even born to have any say so. Been conducting business. The problem is we changed along the fucking. These people never changed. When you read all of the shit they wrote, they never changed. They never changed. All they know is fucking war and business. They never changed. We changed. We got relaxed. We thought somebody else's vision of how life should be was better for us. We changed, not them. And that's, to me, that's all that's being showed when you do all the research. We changed. We changed the way we eat. We changed the way we look. We changed the way we value life. We changed. And we gave them the leeway. But the crazy thing about it is the balance. It was going to happen regardless of how we see it. And the way it started, it has to end that way. But guess what? It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again, no matter what. And like I said, fuck a skin color because I say, I already used the example. I've already experienced it. I love our people, but sometimes we can be the most shitty ass persons to our own kind. If I can commence business with another ethnicity, it doesn't say I have anything against my own, but they're helping me progress. It's a progress, it's business. We was doing this amongst trading. It's the same thing. It doesn't mean that they're any more smarter. They're helping me further myself. That's it. And Nino Brown, I need to give you a shout out because on one of your posts, I was this one I was still, trying to collect my little thoughts about the universe and the things going on. I stated, oh no, we shouldn't be asking no Caucasian for shit, because hell, what the fuck do they know? But I'm wrong for that because I didn't I didn't take time to digest what was being said. And all you were saying is that if you really want to become better within self or you want to further who you are in business, that they do have some up and up because one, they don't want created all the bullshit anyway. So it only makes sense to go to the source of it. For example, we have our own strength in certain things. It may not be about business and the paperwork, but we are smart. Some of us do know how to go out there and till the land. Some of us do know how to build cars. Some of us do know how to build houses. But how would you know that if you're not going to people that can help you express those energies? You know what I'm saying? We're sitting here saying, oh, but they won't let us. They won't let us do this. If you were smart enough, and I know a lot of y'all are smart. I don't think anyone dumb. I think the ones that dumb, the ones that don't make no move, the ones that just give up on themselves off the first try, them the dumb ones. I was dumb at once because I was just like, fuck it, I want to get the fuck up out of here. Why I gotta sit here and suffer? I felt well. If I kill myself, I ain't got to sit here and be bothering nobody else and all of that. I was on now that I was on all the dumb shit, but now I see that we all have a contribution in it, and it's the reason why we all are here. So yes, these people can help you with paperwork. If this is how they want the shit done, be smart about the paperwork area. Get them to explain that shit. Get involved. You don't have to go for every fucking body. Just do you first. Do you first. This is the strong build. Where is your solid foundation? Do you first. For example, when somebody's working on my car, I'm literally right there. I know it bothers people when they're doing things for you, but it's a great thing to be involved. Why? Because you want to know if some shit fucks up in your car, at least you know what part it is, what you're looking at, all of that. You want to be there, right? So it's the same thing with the paperwork. You want to know the information being put on there. If you're running a business, which I've learned, I'm a freight broker, which I learned, you want to go find you a lawyer that can write you a contract. Switch the game up. They can write you a contract strictly for your business. So in case you might have to commence business with someone else, these are your strict guidelines. This give you room to let the lawyer know, hey, it has to say this and that, or I'm feeling this way about certain things, and I just want to make sure that the guidelines are spoken clearly. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to deal with legalese. It's some of us out there that deal with legalese, but I just feel like in their world, it's they shit. And I'm not saying some of us don't get down because we got some strong, like I said, we some strong people. You know what I'm saying? So stop allowing a skin color to hold you back because a lot of that information that was put out there was irrelevant because it was causing an idea to be forced into your mind concerning color. Because when these people in the government and stuff, they don't look at color. They look at where they can further the agenda. Who's gonna tag along? It's this been going on for that shit ain't new, man. This shit not new about how they spread. It's not new, and that's why they knew the agenda would work because it's been working like that. We have to become stronger, a little bit smarter. Stop advertising every fucking thing on here, guys. If you making certain moves, so be it. Start traveling to make those moves. Start writing letters. Give people address. Do how we used to do. Fuck, we don't have to use these machines. One quote I like saying out of the Bible. Jesus said, "You're in the world, but you're not of it. You're not of it." There's ways to do things. So what? They got cameras everywhere. They don't know what the fuck we doing. So fucking what? You don't have to carry a cell phone everywhere the fuck you go. Let's start learning how to use maps again. Use the goddamn map. How do you get from North Dakota to fucking Texas using a map? Learn that shit. Fuck a damn GPS. Fuck using a damn cell phone every fucking where you go. You swear they won't let you do anything, but you keep holding on to they shit. But the sad part is that we had help in creating these electronics because we, as much as they want to say that electronics, someone's giving them the knowledge. Nope. The ancients had electronics too. That's why I say ain't nothing new under the sun. The Mandela effect been going on. Electronics being here. This shit being here, guys. They just finding blueprints. And the other thing is that we in everything. We might not be the forefront of stuff, but we're in our hands are in everything. But those on the outside, we need as individuals to become a little bit stronger in our endeavors. Learn a little bit more about yourself. Learn the shit that you bring that little kid to the fore. Start going within and asking that inner child, what do you really like to do? It will answer you. It answers. That's the main part that you put away and told it wasn't good enough for this type of environment. I have to put my childish things away to become an adult. Yes, that's honesty. But that inner child also had a big ass imagination, and a lot of us put that shit away to be in this corporate world, this educated world, whatever the fuck the world is. We put those things away to be indoctrinated or to be tricked or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Pull it out. Ask it. What should I be doing? What really interests me? What did I like when I was younger? Some of y'all liked it drawing. Some of y'all liked it writing. Some of y'all did like electronics. Some of y'all liked it to cook. So these are the real yous. Those are the real yous. You never went anywhere. You just dismissed it. You told the source in the garden, oh, this not good enough. We don't like this shit. We want to go over here and start doing that. That's what you did. You changed. They didn't never fucking change. You changed. They brought an idea to the table. You didn't like your ideas anymore, but you liked his. You changed. So stop pointing the finger and start being more responsible. Be more responsible, man. It's not nobody else's fault. If you keep telling people, oh, I'm a slave, that's what people take and they continue their life and pass that shit on. Oh, we was slaves. We was this. You don't even have to keep up with that story anymore because we already know where we reside at in history. We get it now. We gotta come up with new chapters to write. That chapter is fucking old and redundant and don't make no motherfucking money. So we need to change that. That strongness we feel on the inside, you need to start bringing it forward. Start making different boss moves. We know this electronic shit is keeping us caught the fuck up. We put everything on there. Now, if you commencing business, so be it. But you should be doing business by foot any fucking way. You need to start learning how to put faces to shit. Stop trying to do everything over a phone and email. Some of these people like doing business face to face. You changed. Who told you to stop using a rotary phone and shit like that? There's plenty of documentaries out there talking about how they went in the hood and helped change shit. One brother said, hell, I've been starving all these fucking years and they bring me dress. Hell yeah, I'm finna sell it. You see the mentality motherfuckers had about their own kind? That's why I said these motherfuckers, you changed. When you start saying I'm the one changed and stop looking at the other people as if they caused you to change or they put the gun to your head and say you better change and shit like that, and start taking more responsibility for your fucking actions and what you play in it, things will change. Things will start getting a little bit better in your fucking life. And the way I learned that, you know, I'll share my story. I was molested from 7 to goddamn, I'll say 11. People kept saying, "Oh, you need to get over it. It happened to everybody. It's this and it's that." And I'm like, God damn, like don't nobody want to help me. It took me in my 30s to, my sister, she was the strongest support I had at the time. Just let me vent. Finally got it. Yeah, you're right. It happened to me. You're right. The problem is the choices I made afterwards. Yes, it had something to do with my choices, but did I have to keep uh, presenting those decisions I was making as the issue of what happened to me? I know I could have said no, and I could have went another way instead of saying, well, I'm doing this because I want to fucking die, which I did. I didn't know which way to fucking go. I just knew that I was hurt. I didn't know how to deal with it, and I didn't want to be here no fucking more. But something snapped in me and said, you have to own your part. And my part was the decisions I made afterwards. That was my part. Due to that, there's things that have happened to me, and that is due to my choices. So this is why I say we have to make better fucking decision making and become more responsible. More responsible. Stop pointing a finger at somebody else. If you see the problem, that means you can do something about it also. You just as guilty as the person that's not doing anything about it because you see the issue also. You want to make a change, you go make the change. Stop waiting on every fucking body else to do it. It's not nobody's job to give you anything. It's not nobody's job to force a change. It's on you. At the end of the day, it starts with you, self. God, what people consider God's source or whatever, it didn't wait on no fucking body. It just started doing what the fuck it didn't. Shit, voila, shit happened. So this why I don't get, people are these strong Bible thumpers and all this and that, Quran thumpers and fucking uh, whatever else they're thumping. But there's so many strong keys in there that's showing proof that you know it's self. That book is all about self. What are you gonna do? Hmm. Nothing that we doing is new, man. Nothing. Money ain't new. The food ain't new. The water source ain't new. The air ain't new. The sun and moon and all of that shit ain't new. Shit been around ages. You changed. Motherfuckers will put something out there and everybody ride with it. They don't stand on the outside and investigate. A lot of this shit coming out ain't new. It might got a new change, but the whole structure of it ain't new. It might got a new name, but the structure don't change. So stop. We gotta stop it. We the main ones against ourselves. And I'm not saying the other ethnicities ain't either. We always want to glorify, oh well, they getting all the businesses and they all stick together and so fucking what? It may look like that. We don't fucking know. We just see some shit on the outside. We don't know what the fuck going on with them. They don't got shit over here. The only reason why they got that shit because that's what the fuck they want. We don't want, and that's another. We need to be honest. We don't want that. We don't give two fucks about that shit. That's why we don't mind buying that shit up. We don't give a fuck about that shit. Shit, you go buy your goddamn children a pair of Jordans right now. Next week, them motherfuckers gonna look like some Skadordans. They ain't gonna look like what you bought. So stop comparing yourself. My sister got on me about that also. Always comparing. We gotta start. We not them. We don't. This infrastructure don't fit us. The education don't fit us. Goddamn way of walking don't fit us. The language don't fit us. So why we even give a fuck what? Let them have all the businesses they want. Let them. The motherfucker want to sell a goddamn hair weave. Let them. That just go to show where we need to be at with how we view things. We don't view it like that, then we need to make that goddamn change. So fucking what? They enjoy they building what they actually enjoy, what they actually like. It's on us if we participate. It ain't their fault. We know what the fuck it is, but we still like, well, I don't got time to make nothing shit. I'm always working. I don't got time, so it's just easier to go to their shit. Just be honest. Stop fucking lying all the goddamn time. If I made some lemonade right now, right? It's on you to buy it. It's on you. I ain't putting a gun to nobody here. I'm just doing what I think suits me. It's the same thing with them. It's the same thing with any idea anybody comes up with. You don't, to be honest, a lot of us don't go out here expecting that anybody will participate. But all of a sudden, someone like, oh, I like that. How much? Oh, shit, just $5. For real? It shocks the fuck out of us when somebody even participate in our in the way we see things. Next thing you know, you're a millionaire. So start acting as if these motherfucking people doing so much fucking damage to us and hurting us so fucking bad. You participate, this is the goddamn results. That's it. That's why I state you change, not them. Because at the end of the day, who let the motherfuckers up in here? But I'm gonna get off of here. I just was ranting as usual. And to me, you know what? I'm gonna start taking. I'm gonna take that word back. I wasn't ranting. I literally was sharing the thoughts in my head because, like I said, I'll be on YouTube and I'll be scoping and listening. I'll be tuned in. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like kind of responding to the certain things that I be hearing, and I notice we can be a little bit stronger, and we should be more responsible. I really do. We should be a little bit more stronger and responsible. It's not about claiming some shit. It's just being us, being self. Be stronger. Become stronger. These motherfuckers not doing that to you that you ain't allowing to be done to yourself. You're in the world, but you're not of it. But I'm gonna let y'all go. You know why? Because it don't matter what I say. It matters what you think. It matters what you do. So like I said, who let the